We are looking to enhance the Sports Heroes project from the YByte Python curriculum available at www.ybyte.in. Previously, we saw the motivation for creating a flexible comparative analysis function. We'll see how that will help us in the future code development. This video will start doing this, starting with the union function. So I'm just going to define a function here called, say, comparative analysis flex, standing for the fact that it's flexible. To this, I'm going to provide just one input, but say winners, say winner sets. Now this is with a star, which means this can take variable number of inputs, variable number of arguments, and basically inside the function they become like a tuple. So I'm going to say, okay, let's first thing first, let me find out, so let's just say flexible, comparative analysis. Now, the first thing I must do is to figure out if I have been set, so I can send any number of arguments to the function now. However, the function makes sense only when there is at least two arguments. So I'm going to say, okay, let me just go and find out len of, let's say, winners, say sets, winner sets. Now this length must be 2, otherwise I will just, I can't do anything, right? Because comparative analysis doesn't make sense for anything less than 2. So which means that if I were to give one argument to this, that's going to cause a problem. So I just put here, for example, at least 2 sets are needed for this. Okay, so, I can just get out of here. If it is not, now this is where the real thing starts. Remember, my goal right now is that I want to find a union between all the set that I've been provided. So I've been provided, let's say, 5 sets. I want to find a union of all of that. Um, you know, Basically the idea is not hard. I can just I can create an empty set. So winner, let's say either or. I will create it as an empty set. Remember, to do so, I must do set with no arguments. So that becomes an empty set. Now all I need to do is basically saying that we'll look for WS in winner sets. So basically look at every set that has been provided and keep doing an or with this set, right? So it is going to say winner, for example, either or is equal to winner either or and union with WS. So it's basically saying exactly what we were doing here. Previously there was only two sets, so winner set or winner set 1 or winner set 2. Just like that, if we had, let's say, multiple sets, we could have done or winner set 3. But then what we are doing here is flexible. Any number of sets can be used for this purpose. We can actually see this in action with some example here. So let's say I have a set here called A, which is say 1, 2, 3. I have a set here called, let's say, B, which is say 3, 4, 5. So if I were to do C is equal to A or B, clearly C is also a set that contains 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Remember, 3 was in both the sets, but set can have only a unique unique value. So I would have only one of these in C. Now let's say I have one more set called D, and that is given by, let's say, 7, or so let's say 5, 6, 7. I could do C is equal to, let's say, C, C or D. Now when I do this, if I look at C, it has become C union D, sorry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's exactly in fact what I'm doing in this for loop. So once I've obtained the winner, let's say either or, I can go and print it just like we were doing earlier. So I will just take these lines as it is. So I'm just going to say, look, winners either or for this tournament are, say, these. Now there could be multiple winners, it could be multiple, let's say, okay, so this is called winner either or. So I just have to be a little bit careful. Inside my function is being called winner either or. So I'll just go and do this here, and that should be okay. Okay, now we will see this in action. So let's say I do, so having, let's say, printed the comparative analysis, let's say I go and call this once again. So let me just go down. So, we are calling the comparative analysis instead of, let's say, let me go and call comparative analysis flex with my, let's say, flex with Wimbledon winner and French Open winners. Now, clearly, right now, I'm going to comment this out. Right now, basically, only the either or will be printed. When I run this piece of code, I go down and I expect the either or analysis to have been printed. And in fact, no surprise, In fact, this is exactly what we were getting earlier also. So, I didn't expect anything to change, but now this is powerful. As we'll see later, we'll be able to add more tournaments into this, any number of tournaments, and this will keep on giving us a result. As against, let's say, the previous implementation where I would have to change the code, and that becomes a little bit rigid. So, I hope you get the idea, and I hope you found this interesting. Building activities, building activities, enhancing them, thinking about them is a great way to think about programming, great way to learn programming. That's what we do at Ybyte. Look at our website www.ybyte.in, because we learn Python programming through such fun activities. Take care. Thank you so much. Bye bye.